What's up? What's up, America? Feel like I just got done with a breakup. My girl's gone. Bed feels lonely.
Who the hell are you talking to?
Light feeders.
Oh, what up, light feeder?
Stop hitting me on my ass, Frank.
Game on, motherfucker. Big Brother Gossip.
I'm a dirty little boy.
Stinky?
Girl, no, but I need a hot shower. Can I use this?
I'm literally full of shit right now.
Yeah.
Huh?
You feel all right, though?
Yeah?
That's all that matters.
Dude, why is my boob chafing from this mic?
I am an aspiring mathematician.
And I got in trouble a lot for being too happy.
What the? Big Brother Gossip.
I don't know how we got so lucky
Man,
to be in this house with this particular group of people.
I know, right?
You can remember you gotta come out and say, everybody wants to see my HOH room.
Yeah, we do that every time?
Every damn time.
Why?
No, I am a slow learner.
I'm a slow learner, too.
I'm the secret nerd.
Hate everyone. So they hate everyone. We're just shitty cast.
Stop.
Why'd you put me in here with these people?
Pandora's box.
What is that? The fuck you don't know what Pandora's box is for, man?
Well, I know what.
What is it?
What is it?
When you open, are we talking?
How you don't know what a Pandora's box is?
I know what a Pandora's
What are
box.
you doing here? Do you even go here?
Do you even
Go to this school.
Someone complained that I giggled too much.
Shut up!
I've got really strong pheromones. It's what makes me so irresistible to women.
If I was gay, I'd bone you.
Stuff your fucking pickle.
You're so gross.
Big Brother Gossip.
Well, I'm just gonna ask, are we live right now?
This game, I'm kind of over it at this point.
It's good for America. It's good for America.
Maybe you should just move to Cali and become a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. Big Brother Gossip.
Don't ever say that. You can call me a dick, an asshole. Don't ever call me a douche. Dave's a slut.
What are you doing finger popping people's butt?
This game is literally like being in high school. A really bitchy, awful high school. Big Brother Gossip.
Who are some of those people in that intro? Wow. This is the Big Brother Gossip Show, and I'm Scott Hudson. I am joined by Mr. Mike. How you doing, Mike?
Hi, Scott. Good to see you. Anybody else around tonight?
And is she here? Is she not here? That's the big question everybody wants to know. Ms. Colette, la 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 la.
You guys.
Are you here?
Shut up, you guys. Yes, of course I'm here.
Yay! We sent you on that top secret mission to the West Coast. How's that going, by the way? Have you done what you're supposed to do?
What has my mission been? Laying around having a good time? Yes, it's been fantastic.
Okay.
I am succeeding at this mission.
Good.
Yes.
Good to hear. Good to hear. All right. Well, we're hoping that tonight is a really, really short show because
And that's it. We're done.
Yes.
Good night, guys.
the season is finally getting close to being over.
Oh, I'm so done with it. I'm
Yes.
so done.
And then we got another season starting right away.
That's the silver lining of these last 2 shitty weeks for us.
Yeah.
Is at least we can have a whole new one to start all over with.
And-
hope it's good.
And just a reminder, we will be covering the big fall season. So if you are one of our Patreon friends, or want to be a Patreon friend, go to patreon.com/BigBrotherGossip. We have a bunch of perks that you can choose from. And, even if you're not going to watch the fall season, I think the Big Brother Gossip Show is the perfect way to keep up with what's going on.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, and also this time of year, we're kind of winding down this season, and a lot of people, if they weren't patrons throughout the show, we also have a PayPal link.
Yes.
If you've enjoyed what we've done all summer, we would appreciate it. Obviously, any sort of monetary donation. If you've liked what we've done, hopefully we've entertained you all summer long, please feel free to go there. That's at bigbrotherpodcast.com.
Yes, and Colette needs her wine. Mike needs his beer, and I need my whiskey. Without them, we don't have a very good show. And speaking of drinking, one of the perks is that great show that Meryl Streep has said is her favorite podcast of all time. It is Day Drinking with Scott and Colette.
Yes.
Yes.
We recorded this week's on Thursday because of Colette's top secret mission. But this week we will again, as of right now, be on Wednesday, right?
Yeah. It was just this week was a little kooky because I'm here in California. My schedule's a little weird, but yeah, next week we're back to normal. I mean, I don't know what time.
I'm
not going
okay.
to start recording at noon my time. No way. But so it'll go up a little later. But yeah, we'll record it on Wednesday.
Awesome. We also have to thank our special executive producers, Jeremy Shoemaker and Allison Hargroves, and we have a new associate producer. Welcome, Averia. That's the only name that we have. Welcome,
Did you
Averia.
say it right?
Welcome.
Did you say it right? I want to see where you.
Averia.
Yeah, maybe Averia.
Okay, well,
Whatever.
Please
if
let
it's
us know
wrong, correct me, and
Yes.
we'll fix it next week.
Welcome, yes, and welcome, associate producer. It's very nice.
Also, but if you don't know what we do on Day Drinking with Scott and Colette, we cover Bravo shows. Last week we had the season premiere of Below Deck, and also the Real Housewives of Orange County.
The big dune buggy accident.
Yes, which was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, well, very excited about next week, the aftermath.
Yes, the
I can't
fallout.
wait to dive into. That's gonna be really good.
Okay, now let's. We don't have too many letters in our mailbag this week, but we'll go through the couple that we have. Our good pal Anthony Blaylock, he wrote, "Voting for America's favorite player likely starts Tuesday, so that we have the entire day to vote. Pick one person for us to endorse, so that we may defeat James' hopes and dreams." Colette, you go.
We need a consensus, though. We
I
can't be
know,
divided.
yeah, we can do a group discussion, but I'll start it off. So, okay, I just want to put out that I hate all of these people. I hate them all. Okay, so let's just put that on the table. But what I'm thinking, and also this. I've made my choice, but then now that I'm thinking about the choice that I made, I do think this choice would also anger James, so that's a bonus.
Oh, yeah.
And this person I do kind of like, and I know this person has a good, solid fan base. So I'm going to say, and it would also be well-deserved, I'm going to say Victor.
Oh, that's my pick.
Okay, that's good. That's good because we do want a consensus. Because you know what, he actually is really likable, and he crushed it in all the comps, and he keeps coming back. I feel like he needs to get something for that, for like being unevictable. So,
which is not right because
and I also think that would kind of really piss off James, because remember how James was very annoyed how people kept coming back, and he was one of those people that was like, why do they keep coming back? They get evicted, they should be evicted. Why do they keep coming back? So I feel like Victor's a good choice, right?
I'm totally on board with Victor.
Good.
By the way,
so then the Big Brother Gossip Show officially endorses Victor.
James had to go to the DR, I think it was today or last night. I didn't grab the clip because I don't care. But he wasn't sure if you make Final Two, if you can still win America's favorite player. So, of course, now that he's been saved and is going to possibly make it a Final Two, he had to find out if he could still win it if he was in the Final
So
Two.
he would rather win $25,000 than $50,000? Is that what I'm understanding?
It sure sounds like it, doesn't it?
Oh, my God.
So we're all agreed on Victor. Do you want to add anything, Mike?
Yes.
We kind of cut you off.
No, I think Victor's he's played the game well. I mean, yes, he got voted out twice, but dang it, he's fought his way back in. So give him another shot.
And every time he came back, like if I was in that house, I'd be like, get the fucker out again immediately. I'd immediately want him out again. But you know what? He stayed for weeks at a time every time he's come back.
Yeah,
and that impresses me.
He's also a guy that knew nothing about the game but has learned it in the course of the season. And Paul would have been a contender except for the fact that his motor mouth drives me nuts.
Yeah, no, he's too annoying.
Well, you got to pick between. We want to have consensus on one. It's Victor.
No, it's Victor. It's Victor.
Yep, Victor.
Okay, our second question is from our pal Ben Brody, and as always, he has the lengthy intro to his question, but we'll get to the heart of it. Is the jury house underutilized? We've got a pool-pissing misogynist in a house full of women at the moment. That's way more interesting than anything Corey has to say. What if we allowed them to compete for something? It wouldn't need to be anything big. It's still Loser's Lodge after all, but something small might do. The idea of entire segments of Corey's Full Mans and James Pranks has me in tears. Well, every year we say, we wish there was cameras in Jury House.
Yep.
Well, that house isn't set up for filming, and they aren't playing. I mean, they're laying around by the pool.
Well, except for Corey and Zakiya, who are apparently back up in the
Polly
bedroom
and Zakiya.
somewhere.
Polly, where's your
Zakiya.
chart, Mike?
Got
Where's
it,
your
right here.
chart?
Right here.
Yeah.
Damn
It sounds like a great idea, and I do love the jury segments on Thursday shows, but cameras in that house would not be real exciting, to be honest with you. They're just laying around waiting for the season to end, like we are.
It might be fun to just have a stupid segment where they just say, all right, we're going to roll these eggs across the backyard. First one there wins $5,000, or just something silly, but now it won't happen.
Okay.
No, I don't want these jury people competing for anything. They've competed for way too much already. How many chances do all these bitches need to get back in the house? No. Just do check-ins on them like they're doing, and that's it. Why do I want to watch Day and Zakiya and Bridget? Oh, give me a fuck. This is the most boring jury house probably that we've ever had. No, actually, the less camera time in this jury house, the better. That's what I say.
Plus, those assholes are getting paid to do nothing. They're getting paid the stipend of approximately $1,000 a week to just hang out and wait for the season to end. So
yeah, I'm going to reward these bitches
I agree.
anymore.
All right,
Yeah,
I agree.
no, they don't serve anything.
All right, so that concludes our mailbag for this week. And before we go into what has happened the past few days, Mike wants to go over the kind of differing schedule over the last 10, 11, whatever days left of the show.
Okay, there's been some confusion. People don't understand what's going on the last couple weeks here. So we're 13, or not even 13. We're 10 days out, like you said. So here is a very quick recap of what's going to happen over the next week and a half. It is right now Saturday. The Power Veto is today. The Power Veto meeting will be tomorrow. It's usually on Monday. At least we're going on based on previous years. Last year the Power Veto meeting was on Sunday, so it should be tomorrow again. The TV show will be tomorrow night. Don't forget that the NFL season officially starts tomorrow, so there's a very good chance that Big Brother in your area could be delayed. Then on Monday in the morning at some time, the feeds are going to go off. They'll turn off the feeds because they will wake the house guests up and say, we're doing a live show, and it's not really a live show. It's a tape show. They'll do an eviction. After that eviction, they'll do either an endurance, we don't know. They'll do some kind of a head of household competition, but again, the feeds will be off. The feeds will be off Monday night. No, there will not be a Big Brother After Dark. They may do play a couple of episodes from earlier.
Or they tape in the morning.
I think that's what they did last year. They did
last year they
marathon.
played best of it. In previous years, they've also taped in the morning and shown it at night. But last year they actually played like marathon or something.
Yeah.
So that's Monday. Tuesday, the feeds are going to stay off. During that time, they'll probably do the nominations and they'll do the Power Veto competition. And then for following the current eviction, so this will be the next stuff. This will be stuff for Wednesday's show. So Tuesday night, they will actually show what happened on Monday. Okay, you still with me, people?
It's not that hard.
No, I know, but it seems to be for some. And then the feeds will come back, at least if they follow last year's thing, the feeds will come back after Tuesday night's show, and we will see who's done what, who won head of household. We'll be able to figure out what's going to go on. And then we'll go to Wednesday. On Wednesday, there will be a live show. It will probably be the Power Veto meeting will be held at the beginning of the live show, and they'll do the Power Veto, and then they'll go right into a vote. And they'll vote someone out, and then we will start, after the person's voted out, they'll start the first part of the final head of household competition, which is a 3-parter thing. They'll start that. It'll be an endurance. It'll probably be sitting on a swing, getting dunked in water and slammed against the wall, because it seems like that's what we've done the last 3 or 4 years. So that's Wednesday, because there is no Thursday show. Thursday, they'll get up in the morning. They'll do the memory wall. Probably they'll sit around and read scripted things, and it's horrible. We hate it. It's what they used to do on Survivor, and Survivor kind of finally got smart and stopped doing it, but they still do it. It's all filler, which they will show us on Friday. Friday's show. That's what we'll see on Friday's show.
Okay, so real quick, because you're even confusing me right now, Mike. What are the days of the CBS show next week?
CBS show going from it right now. There'll be a show Sunday, there'll be a show Tuesday, there'll be a show Wednesday, and there'll be a show next Friday, all at 8 o'clock.
Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. That's your CBS shows.
And the finale of the week from Wednesday.
And pardon me,
we're not talking about that. We're just talking about next week.
Okay.
One of them may be at 8:30, but
Friday.
One of them may be at 8:30, but just check your listings. That's it. That'll get you through next Friday. On Saturday, the only thing you need to worry about is that the Big Brother Gossip Show will be back on at 10 o'clock, and we'll fill you in on the rest of the remaining schedule.
All right, then.
There you
that
go.
was a little over 90 seconds.
I'm sorry. Colette interrupted me.
Eviction
Because I
on
just cut to the chase because you were babbling.
eviction on Tuesday, eviction on Wednesday. That's really all you need to know.
Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? All we need to know is when to watch on CBS. That's all. That's all I want to know.
All right. Well, let's start going through what happened this week. We had 5 days, count them, 5 days of James and Natalie constantly on the feeds, bickering back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And if you watched the CBS show Wednesday and Thursday, you thought that it was all one-sided, that Natalie was being a complete cut fitness to James.
Yeah.
And James was Mr. Innocent. No. They were equally assholes to each other.
James was not so pleasant and wonderful, and they painted him out to be so dejected, and so he doesn't know how to talk to. Oh God, he's
it was very bad editing because.
Okay. So I'm going to say all week I haven't watched any of the feeds. All I've watched is the CBS show. So, and I thought watching those feeds that Natalie was a total asshole. Now, I've never ever seen James be mean to Natalie.
Oh, he lost his temper a few times.
All he does is kiss her ass and just wants to do her bidding and is really scared to have her upset with him. So you're telling me that James was actually an asshole to her?
A couple times, yes.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
Yes, there were some times. We have a few clips of some things that they didn't show. Now, on Thursday's show, that's when it got the most heated between the two of them. Well, what they neglected to air was this happened about midnight Tuesday night, Wednesday morning.
Where Colette? Oh, go ahead and play it.
What happened was James and Natalie are sitting by the hot tub, bickering as normal, back and forth. And then all of a sudden, you got to listen real closely to the end of this clip.
I always appreciate that.
And you were my ride or die too. And you kept my sanity. And you helped me too.
I know I had your back with everything. When everyone said your name, when anyone said anything, I always said no, or I always made you look good to people.
Okay. Then it went right.
I couldn't hear any of that.
Yeah, it went right, and I amped it as much as I could. Then it went right to the fish. There was a bullhorn, and apparently this is somebody that's well known on Twitter. The bullhorn was James Nicole Pre-Game Alliance.
Wait, so that wasn't Colette?
No, that wasn't Colette. That wasn't her top secret mission.
No, it was not me.
And it was repeated like it was repeated like 5 or so times. And they all heard it, and Nicole freaked out. I mean, Natalie freaked out.
What? Oh, I'm rubbing off on you. Sorry.
Yeah, Natalie did freak out on it. They had.
Oh, wait. So that now, as a CBS only viewer for this week, that makes sense now. By Natalie would be such a cunt face to James and saying all that stuff about like, if you team up with Nicole and Corey after I leave, I'm never going to speak to you again.
Yeah,
that makes sense now.
That was when they had their most angriest fight, where she was under the covers, holding the covers over her head. She then is called to the DR, and she slams the DR door as she goes in. And so then James goes to talk to Paul,
There's fucking 5 people left after this week. I'm swinging any way I can. I don't give a fuck if you have an eye. I'm fucking swinging whether they tell me or not.
I feel you, man. I feel you.
Yeah.
Nah, it's been an emotional roller coaster with that girl. I'm pretty strong at stuff like that, but 80 days broke the camel's back. Trying to hold it together back and forth.
It's all good, man.
So I'm just, I've had enough.
We've all had enough, man. But I get it. I get what you're saying.
So she finally does come out of the DR. And first off, she finds out that James was telling them about their problems, and she wasn't happy with that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, she's been leading him on this whole time. So, and James has been frustrated for ages because and everyone's always been kind of whispering in his ear, "Are you sure she's gonna like you after this?" So, I mean, I get it. He's a bro talking to his bros.
Right.
And Natalie's a bitch. I hate her.
So here's some other stuff from the argument that didn't make the air.
I almost left the game.
Huh?
I almost left the game. I have to make my decision tomorrow morning.
Don't leave the game. If you're 100% sure that you're leaving Thursday, then just stay. It really sucked to just throw away all this stuff that you've done over me.
Mm-hmm. You're right. I threw you under the bus, right? I threw you under the bus when I campaigned for you, right? Because I'm that much of an asshole. I had a fling with Polly, right? I can't wait for you to watch this show. I'm done fighting.
Not fine. I came in here to apologize.
Well, I accept your apology.
Definitely want you to stay, though.
Yeah.
Don't quit.
Also, I didn't throw this in, but CBS showed that whole thing where she threw James under the bus and Julie Chen.
Oh, yeah, where she went up and, we talked about it last week.
That's not what happened, kids.
We talked about that last week.
What do you mean? We saw her do it.
She and James talked about that before she went upstairs.
And they even show the clip where she came back down.
No,
Said,
before.
I told them this, and she said, I told them, that I'd gotten some advice. They even, because I was surprised that she had told James
Colette.
She had told them upstairs.
Before she went upstairs, they decided on what she was going to say. We played the clip last week of it.
Yeah.
Before they decided that's what she was going to do. And she said exactly what she told James she was going to say. And then when she came back down, they discussed it more. So, there.
It just was the editing drove us crazy.
Yes. All right. So now we're talking some more about if they're broken up or not.
You knew I was single and not interested in dating before the show.
But you were open to it. Continue.
I was open to it, though. And then being in this house, being in this game that's so new to me, so many emotions, so many feelings all the time, so many people just going crazy all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It was very hard to be in a showmance in front of cameras with all this craziness around.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I could do it.
So you're breaking up with me? Is that what you're saying? Listen, I need to hear what you need to say out of your little nugget mouth.
What? Wait, what did you say?
Natalie Mercedes Negrate. Are you officially breaking up with James Joseph Hewling today? Right now? Yes or no? You're live. It's hot. These questions are rolling. Chris actually wants to know from Arkansas. Chris will be with you with an answer real quick.
You thought you were funny.
Chris is waiting. This is live airtime. It's not cheap.
Well, Chris, James really hurt my feelings tonight. Made me want to self-evict from this game and really shattered my heart into a million pieces.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, Chris wants to know, is that a yes or no?
I don't know.
It's an I don't know. Mind you, this
They
is...
were never going out to be broken up with. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. James, sorry, you're breaking up with me. You weren't going out. You weren't going out. There's nothing to break up with.
And here's the most amazing thing about this whole situation. This is in the 3 hour and 45 minute mark of this argument. They argued all night long from the time that stupid bullhorn happened right after midnight to this clip was at 4:50 that morning.
You know what? I officially break up with James and Natalie.
But James doesn't know how to talk to you. Everything James says, he just kind of monotone sits there and he.
No, because he's pussy whipped. He's
God,
pussy whipped and he's
horrible.
oh God, he is the worst. That's the worst kind of guy to date. Oh God, it's
They aren't really
the worst.
Okay, you think he was bad before? Listen to this one.
Man, this sucks, man. I hate being single. Can't believe I got broken up with on Big Brother.
I was just using you though, right?
So how does it feel to break up with America's favorite player? Using?
How does it feel like? How does it feel like getting broken up with America's favorite player from BB18?
What do you mean, BB-8? Oh, you're gonna be America's favorite this year?
It's a joke.
No, you can.
I'm just kidding with you.
I hope you get it. It's $25,000 in your bank account.
James, I'm not getting.
She's right there.
Yeah, okay. I swear to
She
God,
was at one point.
James cannot get America's favorite player this year. This is like imperative.
No.
That it does not get. Vote for anybody you want. I don't fucking care. We all endorse Victor, but just do not vote for James.
The Big Brother Gossip Show.
We don't want to split the vote.
I need to see what?
We don't want to split the vote. Everybody vote for Victor.
No, but even if everybody listening to this show voted for Tiffany or Nicole and we voted for Victor, James still isn't winning. I'm just saying don't vote for James.
Please don't. Please don't.
Don't vote for James. I would rather you vote for Victor. Just don't vote for James.
Yeah, we don't want him to win. We definitely do not want him to win. Okay, we got a couple more things to talk about from Wednesday and Thursday's broadcast. I have a question on the POV comp. It was a cool comp. I have no desire to watch MacGyver, but it was a well put together comp. But how did Corey know when he entered that first stage to go right for the pipes?
I don't know what. I think that the review has been that at least one of the people analyzed it and said that 4 out of the 6 of them looked towards that wall to start with. So I don't think he did. I don't think he did it more than anybody else.
Yeah, no, they said, look for the key, and everybody kind of went for the lockers first. Yeah, right?
No, the lockers is the second stage. This is the first stage when they first.
I can't remember. Well, I mean, also there's editing. Like, was it one single? Because I saw this. I watched the show, and then I saw on Twitter when the conspiracy stuff started happening, and I saw Mike saying he was going to go back and rewatch it. Did you go back and rewatch it?
No, I didn't. I
All right.
sucked.
Okay. So then we can't do that.
I've talked about it a hell of a lot.
But I was going to say, I mean, there's also, that was like, it took them, 9 to, upwards of 9 minutes to finish that comp. Not everybody was doing it in 9 minutes.
Right.
There was
No.
editing. So there
Nicole-
were cuts. So I don't think it was a single shot. So they
No, but
could've
this is
cut
the very, very beginning. This is the very where you see him open the.
Still, they edited it. The camera did not stay in one place.
Here's a couple
for
of
the
thoughts on
entire
this.
first thing.
Here are my couple of thoughts on this. Here's where I ended the argument with that I could end it with most people. Okay, what was Corey's winning time? Like 6 minutes, right? Natalie's time was 9 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't care if Corey walked in and stood and looked at that manhole cover for 2 minutes straight, could not figure out what to do. He wouldn't have done that. He would have looked at it for about 30 seconds, and then he would have looked around. So he won by 3 minutes. It doesn't really
also,
matter.
Why in the world would Big Brother want to assist Corey? That just seems so stupid to me.
It just seemed weird that he didn't even look at the manhole. He went right for the pipes.
Did you go back and rewatch it?
Yes.
I feel like you're just saying
No,
that.
because I watched it. I watched it twice at the moment that it happened.
There was also, by the way, there's also talk about Nicole mentioning later on that she got, told where the key was, and that was because, as one of the producers
They were
said,
all
they
getting
were
told
at key times where the key. If they hadn't gotten the key by a certain time, they were told the key's here. Look here. So it just so happens that maybe some of them had gotten to the key already. It's just Nicole was too slow to figure it out right away.
I just feel like there's no it's not like Jeff Schroeder with the clown where Jeff was a huge fan favorite. He was a huge star of the show. Production loved his ass. Grodner wanted her tongue in it all the time. Like, I could see them going out of their way to try to save someone like him. Now we're talking about Corey.
Corey,
who does nothing but sit in bed all day and just does like Nicole's bidding. Give me a break. I feel like no, production is not going to worry about putting themselves in a precarious position to help out Corey.
We also talked about this a few weeks ago on our podcast, that we've had talks with people that are tied with Big Brother, and one of them basically said, look, we've been called in before by executives to verify that these things aren't rigged, because there was enough of an outcry about it in previous seasons. So I don't think they're rigging any comps. I'm not going to say the diary room doesn't influence things, but I don't think they're rigging comps. That's what's
all right. Well, I mean, we had to talk about it because it was the talk of the internet that night. All right, a couple more things on Thursday's show. I took a nice big bathroom break when Jeff and Jordan were on screen. Did anybody else pay attention?
Yeah, I actually walked away too. I think I went to go wash my face or something. I didn't even think, it wasn't even like, oh, Jeff and Jordan are gonna go. It was just instinct. I just had to do it.
Yeah, I had no desire to watch.
Yeah, so I totally missed it.
Also, we had another Jury House segment, and as expected, Zakia and Polly are back together. Colette called that one.
Yes. Yep.
And
wait, oh yeah, that they're boning. Of course they are.
Yeah, we called it the second we said they're going to end up. They were already doing it before they showed up for the buyback.
Yes.
Yeah.
God, she's so. I can't believe her. Just crazy.
Okay, the other thing really to mention, I thought it was weird when Natalie was being interviewed that Julie read off some information from the house that usually doesn't happen to a juror. When she was asking about the whole HOH conversation.
Yeah. What was you talking about when Julie said, "Why did you do this?"
Yes.
Yeah, Julie basically tells Natalie that how she kind of screwed up her game.
Yeah, I thought that was weird. I thought it was weird.
That was totally
there's no chance of her coming back in.
But it tells her that things that she said to Paul got around, and it kind of screws the game for a little bit for Paul. That wait a minute, so Paul screwed me because Paul heard this, or Victor. It's just not fair for her to give that information. She wouldn't have known that information if Julie hadn't said it. She didn't know because she talked about it, because I actually did watch Natalie talk with Jeff on Friday's little thing that Jeff does, and they talked about it some more. She's like, I had no idea that's why they decided to get rid of me because of what I said, that I threw James under the bus. So that's not good. They shouldn't have done it.
Okay.
Is that the same as when did Aaron, what's it from 15? When was she in jury?
I don't even remember.
Did she make it to jury? Because I'm trying to think, when she got evicted, it was like, why did you say this and all that? And it was like a stunning
But
thing
that was
her.
that was not, this is why you got evicted. That was just, you said these really controversial things. She didn't get voted out because of what she said. She was saying, Julie was basically saying to Natalie, this is what ruins your game, the things you said in the head of household room. Did you realize that the things you said in the head of household room would have caused that? And she's like, what? I didn't know, huh? No, I had no idea.
Well, it's just because she has no way of coming back into the game now, so it wouldn't matter for her.
But she knows who she talked to in that head of household room, and she knows who basically is responsible for her getting voted out. Do
you really think Natalie can put two and two together and
that's a valid point.
Get a number other than 18?
All right, fine.
And nobody at Jury House is going to listen to her either.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. And any other person would pick up on that. But let's face it, we're talking about that.
All right. So the show ended with the start of a comp we usually see around this time, the slip and slide. This year, instead of it being ice like it has been in the past, it was a movie popcorn butter. And the scoops were bigger than normal.
Yeah.
And
then can you fill a thing to even get a bigger scoop or something?
Yeah, if you filled the smaller thing, you got a even bigger scoop. Corey took an early lead. James, of course, he did about as well as expected.
James stays in the same place for 10 minutes. There you go. There you go. Gotta take a water break. Woo.
You know, I know he likes to say he's throwing all these comps, but I truly believe he's just worthless at them.
He's a little guy, but look at it. He's got no like upper body tone. He's got no upper body muscle. No, he's a flabby little man.
He was out of shape. He's out
of shape. He doesn't do anything like that. Yeah, it's not standing on a wall where you don't get winded, right? And you're not running back and forth. He actually has to move.
Right.
That was 3 minutes after the feeds, or right after the feeds came back. It was like 2 minutes after the feeds came back. It was, he was already quitting. It was like, are you kidding me? He just had no skill at all in this. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. So Corey took the early lead.
But wouldn't you think? I also would kind of think like a person with a lower center of gravity. Like whereas
no, it's those
Corey's
longer legs.
Corey's like super duper tall. See, I would think that would be more likely to fall over. I guess it's the opposite, right?
Yeah, because remember last year, Austin, the tallest person of the bunch, had the worst time.
I don't even remember, but I
would think
tall
person would be like the most likely to fall, and you've got farther to fall, so the most likely to hurt yourself. I feel lower center of gravity that can weight you down a little bit more to help you not slip and slide. But yeah, I was super surprised.
Yeah,
when
I don't know if
Corey fell asleep, and before HOH was announced, I woke up. I was like, all right, I'm up. Who won HOH? And someone said Corey. I was like, are you shitting? Really?
Yeah.
Really? That's like the last person I would have guessed.
Yeah, I didn't think I thought it was going to be Nicole.
Yeah.
And Nicole,
Nicole did. But yeah.
Nicole did begin to catch up, and she did fill up the smaller bowl, so she got the bigger scoop, and then she really was starting to catch up. But Corey easily won.
I tweeted a picture of one of the pictures I tweeted. One of the animated just was you see all four of them going up the incline, and both James and Paul fall down, and Corey and Nicole stay up, and they just keep going. It was just that was the entire thing. They were always Paul and James were constantly crawling uphill on their hands and knees, and Nicole and Corey were just up and down, up and down.
Yeah, and Paul changed his way of moving to just basically sliding on his ass.
Yes,
I'm surprised, Paul, because sometimes you get somebody who gets in a very like meditative state where they just all they do is focus on their little spoon or their scoop or whatever, and then just go back and forth. They don't say a word. They just go at the same speed constantly. I almost would have expected like Paul to pull something like that. So yeah. I'm surprised that he was.
Paul was the first one down, and he could not stay on his feet. And as Scott said, and this will be on the show because it was comical. He just slid on his butt on the way down, and it was funny because if they should show this, he slides down and then he kind of slides out of view, and suddenly you hear a big boom because that's how he stopped. He would run into the podium, and they go ow, and then he would get up and dump it in.
That comp to me is a nightmare. I would never ever want to do. That's the one out of all the comps that we've seen year after year after year. That's the one I would never, ever want to do. Because I know I would totally fall on my ass and hurt myself.
Oh, yeah. Remember Victoria a couple years ago?
What's that?
Remember Victoria a couple years ago?
Yes. Yes.
To me, the funniest part about this, though, remember that GIF or GIF or however you just say it, that was floating around all season long, and it says Nicole when she sees penis, and it shows her running from the hammock to the door. You know what picture I'm talking about?
I've seen it, I think, once. Yeah.
Well, watching her on the butter thing reminded me of that because it was kind of that same Weeble walk that she does in that. So, okay, so they're all back into the house, and of course, just like she in her goodbye message to Natalie, Nicole is the most proud of one aspect.
Well, I'm the last girl here.
The last female.
Just last and next.
What if, seriously?
You think I was kidding about Vito?
Are you guys seriously the execs again?
Executives! Unite!
Who's exec?
I'm really mad I lost now.
They ruined her excitement.
It was like
Well,
for
okay.
a brief moment.
So you know why she's proud to be the last girl? Because she's threatened by all other girls. Look at her gameplay so far the entire season.
Yes.
It has been about getting out all the other women. She has hatched almost every plan in which a woman goes home. Or if she didn't start it, then she's the one who follows through with it and makes it happen to the end. She's an insecure twit who is threatened by other women. Plain and simple.
No doubt. But Corey
was
and
fun.
Corey and
go
Victor
ahead.
have her freaked out now. We heard at the end of
Good.
that clip. Oh, what? The executives are still together?
It was watching her expression like, wait a minute, what? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, here's some more of that.
You went down and back like 3 or 4 times, and you were like a fourth of the way down. I was like, I am so screwed.
Why would it matter? Because are you really sending me home this week?
Maybe. There ain't no super safety suit to save you this week, girl.
Seriously?
I'll be nice now.
No, but honestly, you got my back this week or not?
Yeah, I got you.
For real?
Yeah.
There's no all boys.
What do I get?
I'll save you next week if I'm still here, bruh.
Well, that's a good offer.
Freaking. I'll be so mad if you guys send. I will be so mad if there's an all boys alliance. I will be livid.
Craps or something. Nicole, you expected it a long time ago.
Okay, but
Oh, and now all of a sudden, there's an all boys alliance. Woo!
Don't look at me.
is there legitimately an all boys alliance?
I was on the block this
You don't
week.
know that. Guess we'll find out
I
tomorrow.
would have ran a lot faster.
Oh, you would have? I'm kidding, Nicole. There's not. I'm kidding, cutie.
Oh, what my gosh. I'll feel like such.
Oh, God, I had a flashback there when he said, I'm kidding.
Like, I mean, listen to how Corey's talking to her. He doesn't like her.
No.
He does not like her. Yeah, if you really like the girl, you're not gonna fuck around with her like that.
said-
treat her like that.
He said in audio last week, we didn't get the audio, but he was talking to Victor last week out in the pool, and he's like, I'm not gonna. She thinks we're gonna be like her and Hayden last year. That's not happening after the season. I don't know where
He's
she's
talked with Victor a bunch of times about how they can't wait to see what kind of girls they're gonna get now.
Yeah.
Well, you've seen
this
Scott's.
was a while ago.
You've seen Scott. Scott's given us a play-by-play of what's going to happen after the finale night, right? Scott, you've tweeted it.
Oh, well.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't remember word for word, though.
Well,
but-
you said that Corey's going to meet some girl at the finale night and take her back to his hotel room, and then there's going to be a banging on the door, and he's going to hear what? Are you man? What's the matter, Corey?
Well, and there was another. I didn't get the audio, but there was another talk about because I guess Corey's birthday is on Halloween, and so there's
Okay.
going to be this big birthday party for him, and she's been kind of like hinting for an invite, and he hasn't given it to her yet.
Well, Paul has a big Halloween party, so they're all talking about going to Paul's for Halloween, and they're still wondering, because they've been wondering this week because of nominations and everything that's going down. Nicole's like, oh, I wonder if we're still invited to Paul's Halloween party. So, I think that may be what she's talking about.
Oh, okay.
'Cause Paul, I think it's something Paul does every year.
So the lovebirds then went up to build their cocoon in the HOH room, much like the little cocoon in the corner of that one bedroom. And
Yep.
they immediately, as predicted, talked about bringing James into their side and going after Victor and Paul. But Nicole was a little bit worried about that plan.
They're legitimately going to bring out pots and pans. I'm not kidding. We can at
And lock
least
the door.
lock the door. They'll be standing right outside the door. But,
I don't think they will. Vic understands. He's like, all right, strategy. You know, that's how I am. Like, if you tell me a strategy and, what?
oh, then I'm just thinking of what they're going to say. Like, every time I go to the kitchen or something, they're just going to crack some joke. I'm afraid of Paul. Like, he's verbally abusive when it comes to crap. I've seen him do it. He's done it to me in the past, and I've been able to tolerate him now because he semi-likes me, but, like, I don't want to be on his bad side. Like, he reminds me of, like, Evil Dick. Like, especially at this point in the game, he's going to be so pissed. And, like, he's going to try to mentally break me down. You know what I mean? I get very worked up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an anxious person. I have stress. So before, when we vote Vic out on whatever day, when we have that live HOH or that HOH comp, he's going to try to get in my head the whole entire time, and it's probably going to work.
The struggles of being Nicole.
She's paranoid about everything. Her imagination goes nuts. I mean, we've seen this the entire game. The entire game, she imagines the worst case scenario, and it never happens. It never comes to fruition.
Right.
But this is, I mean, why is she pulling this out of her ass? Like, oh, they're going to do pots and pans. Nobody's done pots and pans since years ago. And actually, he was not the first one to do it. The first one to do it was on another reality show.
Yep.
It's not an original thing. But she's like pulling this shit out.
No.
She's like, oh, God, next thing she's going to be like, oh, God, Paul's going to get so mad. I know he's going to throw his microphone in the hot tub. I mean, or like, he's going to dump out somebody else's. But she's like just quoting things that's happened in other seasons.
She knows why she's doing it, though.
Happen to her.
No, no, she's doing it for a reason.
The struggles of being Nicole.
Yeah,
life
why
is hard.
Why keep saying that? You don't understand what that means.
That she's doing it for a reason?
No, the struggles
of being Nicole.
Well, because she's a professional victim.
Yes.
Life is hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's
I'm completely agree with you.
Things that are never going to happen.
Right.
Now, okay, so what's this reason that you keep saying that she's doing this for?
That's you, Mike.
No, Mike. You keep saying she's
I think the next clip will explain the reason.
Oh, that could be. You might recall a few weeks ago we played a clip where Nicole said something completely opposite of what had been discussed before.
To Corey. She and Corey are talking.
Yes.
She's like, maybe we should do this. Maybe we
and
should
then admitted that she was doing it to give CBS footage. Well, here they have definitely decided on Victor and Paul as their nominees. And suddenly, out of the blue, Nicole suddenly plays devil's advocate, and you can see by the blank look on Corey's face, which, by the way, is his normal look, that he's completely confused as to why she's bringing this up, and so she has to explain to him.
Vic already backstabbed me.
Yeah.
He told me to my face he wouldn't put me up literally 12 hours later.
You're right.
And Paul was wanting me to go up and go home the other week. Like,
I believe you.
they're not good for our game freaking ever. We can beat James in any comp in the world we want, so why would we want him out of the house?
I don't want him out of the house.
Okay. It'd be like someone wanting you out of the house. Why would they want you out of the house?
My ideal final three is me, you, and James.
Okay,
However
so why would we...
There, fine.
Exactly, so...
I'm
there's
just saying,
literally...
we could go there...
You realize that there's the... If we do put up James and Vic, our route of getting there could go this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Like, there's no way we could even get there if something were to happen where Paul pulls Vic down and you or James go home.
Oh, I agree. You're right.
So that would not happen. It would not even be possible.
No, I know. I already spelled this out.
Okay, but
to myself. I don't
know. What's this argument even about then?
It's not an argument.
Yeah, you're arguing putting up James. Like, what is going through your head? Like, I'm know this game.
Them footage.
The final words. What? Just giving them footage.
All she's doing.
Yeah, is she desperate for airtime and trying to become a star? Because if she keeps vacillating on her decision making, then she knows that that's going to make it to air.
Yes.
Right? Like I said last week. Also, we just got done talking about how she has always wanted all the other girls out, right? In that other clip.
Mm-hmm.
How she was proud to be the last girl, and I said the whole time, all she wants to get out these other girls. I think our Miss Nicole is out for attention and stardom. I think she has ulterior motives, and I think she's had them this entire game. She is indeed a snake. Because you know what? If she's sitting there in some sort of position of power, whether she's HOH or POV holder or Corey's in power, which means she is too, and she sits there and changes her mind, that equals what? Airtime.
And
That's
also DR time
attention.
where she goes, we don't know what to do.
We don't know what to do, guys.
This is so hard.
Yeah, so she gets more minutes on every episode, the more she changes her mind and the more she hems and haws over what decision she's going to make. And she keeps saying, I'm just doing this for production. I'm just doing this for But I don't think production told her to do it. If they do, she kind of does it in the DR.
I think she goes to the DR and she's, so I gave you guys some extra good, back and forth.
Yeah,
That was great.
yeah.
Thanks, Nicole.
So I think
Yeah.
So this is fucked up. This is really fucked up. How manipulative and how shady is this little bitch? Oh, she wants more airtime. She wants to be the show. That's why she wants to be the only girl. That is why.
So for our show tonight, Scott, I put together the little picture thing and everything, and part of it involved getting like a picture of Corey and stuff. So I was trying to get pictures of Corey, and I said to Scott, every conversation where it's Nicole and Corey, there's one wide shot of Nicole and Corey, and the other camera seems to just stay on Nicole the entire time. It's like, why is that? Why don't they care about
Mission
Corey?
accomplished on her
She's
part.
getting the focus of the attention of those.
Yes, definitely. Okay, so they have not yet told James their plans. And so, but instead of going to get James to bring him upstairs to talk about it, they basically sat in their bed for like a good hour going, I really want James to come up here. I really want James to come up here. Well, he finally did. And so this is the combo they had.
I just want to come talk to you guys and see.
Nice.
Hopefully, I don't know what you guys got planned, but hopefully,
What you think we got planned, bro?
I think you're going for some big fish this week.
I just have a question.
Yeah.
We doing this?
You shouldn't be worried about anything. Will you not use the veto? You can throw it and not use the veto. And please don't take one of them down.
100%.
I told you, Nicole.
I'm just making sure. I just want to talk to you. You're in London with them all week. They're gonna get in your ear. They obviously want us to go after you this week.
Oh, I 100% already knew that.
Yeah. So, but still, we want Vic out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because
Don't you think that's best decision?
No, 100%.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think is best, decision. So we can't let him win. If not, then we gotta take out Paul. But I'd prefer Vic because Vic's just Vic. He can perform under pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta win this veto, man. Got to. And then Final Four. That's dope.
And then us three are just gonna roll together.
And then it's us three.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We knock out
That's
the
ideal. That's
ideal, yeah.
That sounds good to me. I've always been on that page, but
yeah, I know. Same page. Just didn't think it'd actually happen. Wasn't sure if it would actually happen.
It played out perfectly. Actually.
It did, man. It did.
And I know, Natalie had to go, man. But she was tearing me up, man. So it's kind of
blessing. It could be a blessing in disguise.
I know. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I care about the girl a lot, but in this game, she was just clouding me. I just wanted to follow her around, make sure she's okay 24/7.
Yeah.
That's what I know. And that's why now I think you can. It's a different mindset now because you don't have to worry about that. You just worry about yourself.
So, will Natalie ever speak to James again?
Yes.
Well, she said if he worked with those two, she wouldn't.
Yeah, she's over it.
If it'll get her an interview on Entertainment Tonight, she sure as hell will.
What was I gonna say? I'm just going I tweeted this as a possible final three a couple of days ago, Scott. I think and you're no, God, my worst nightmare. It's just and and I said I will not let this drop as long as either James or Nicole, if they make, as long as they're still in it for the possible win. Don't forget, these two had a conversation a few weeks ago out by the pool where they talked about getting each other care packages if either of them won. So, there's an added incentive for them to keep each other in the house.
I've had a horrible gnawing feeling for the past 10 days that Nicole's going to win.
Oh God!
I think it's possible.
I really think it is. I think it's going to happen.
I've
had visions. I've had visions of her being announced, her stupid face, of the balloons falling, the streamer. If it's a psychic vision, please tell me I have no psychic powers. I would like nothing more than to be wrong. But I'm going to be like Teresa. This is what Spirit is telling me. Spirit is telling me that I think Nicole's going to win. Let's just hope that I have no ties, whatever.
Oh, I hope that's not true, because the last few days.
I don't know. It's just gnawing feeling I've had. I really hope it's wrong.
The last few days, the Nicole fans have been coming out of the woodworks.
Oh, hardcore.
And any criticism on their blonde little princess is just, they can't deal with it. They call you all kinds of names. You're being mean.
All you got to do is say, she fucked Corey without a condom, right? That'll shut them up. What am I saying? Because there's nothing they can say back to you.
Any criticism of her is bullying. Oh. Yes, that word is.
Just see that, because I remember when she started hooking up with him, and people would say, they'd be like, "Oh my God, how can you say this? Her mother's watching. Nicole would never ever do that." That's why that's the best way to get back at him. Just be like, she's having unprotected sex with Corey, right? And then they have nothing they can say to that. So there's your way to shut down a Nicole fan.
That's funny. Yeah, I'll remember that. Okay, for if you were worried that poor James is so heartbroken that he's not going to be able to go on.
Sad piano music for James.
No, get rid of the sad piano music, because he's already moved on.
Dude, I know me and Natalie are whatever right now, or I don't know, but your sister's really cute, man.
I'll put in a good word for you. Yeah, she's a good girl for sure.
Yeah,
a very good girl. Very, very loyal. She's not I need a lot of girls that.
Man, that's what I need.
Very southern, sweet.
I just need to find me a Texas
She has a
girl.
boyfriend, and she is 100% in, just like me. She's sold. She's goes out of her way to do nice things.
That's damn.
Very hard worker. She doesn't, she's not materialistic at all. You give her. She just wants to run. She wants to eat somewhat. She loves food. And if you love her and kiss her, she's the happiest person in the world.
Aww.
Damn.
Very easy to please.
6 hours after Natalie's eviction.
No, but that's also he's trying to secure his alliance with Nicole and Corey. So let's not read into it too much.
I know.
He's.
Did you catch what Corey said there? When I have a girlfriend, she's like me. When I have a girlfriend, I'm 100% in. I'm thinking, Corey, you're talking about how you're not going to be involved with Nicole when she get out of the house. I don't know if your word's very good for any of that.
The only post-show stuff I want to know about is their breakup. That's the only.
They were never together to break up, just like James and Natalie. There was never a breakup because they were never together. There won't be a breakup, Scott. They were never together.
Good point. Well, that ends Thursday night. They were all in bed before 2 o'clock in the morning, which is pretty early Big Brother time. But as we've said before, this season they have been sleepers. They haven't stayed up nearly as late as normal.
Fine with us.
That's fine with us.
All right.
So Friday, everyone kind of slept in except for Nicole and Corey. And of course, anytime someone's evicted, they are completely demonized in the days afterwards.
It's their coping mechanism. It's the way they feel justified with getting rid of somebody. Just rake them over the phone.
So they get blamed for anything and everything. Well, Natalie gets blamed for something here.
But
oh my gosh.
What?
That coffee.
What's wrong with it? What?
Try this.
Is that your first sip?
Yes. I'm gonna vomit.
What's wrong with it?
I don't know. It's very strong. Is it really strong, or is there
I
something
thought the same thing.
nasty in there? Do you know? Someone might have mixed something into the coffee grounds.
Yeah, because mine tasted different today.
That tastes disgusting. Did someone mix something into the coffee grounds for a joke? Because yesterday when Paul made it, remember me? I was like, "This tastes like." Did you burn it?
Mine
or
tasted
something?
weird too.
Oh, that's disgusting. Tastes like salt.
Yeah, tastes weird.
Natalie, it wouldn't surprise me if there's something in there. I don't even know what she put. Spice of some sort.
Yeah.
That tastes crap. That tastes like butt crack.
Butt crack. That girl's she's got away with words, doesn't she?
How would Natalie know? Or how would Nicole know?
Oh God, she drives me nuts.
Oh, it's just whoever the most recent house gets blamed for everything. It's just their way of coping and making it. Yeah, that's why we voted her out, because she was doing things like that. Natalie had no thoughts of anything like that.
Yeah,
probably James with a prank he forgot he did.
Oh God,
trying to be America's favorite.
So after they dumped out their bad coffee, they went right back to the HOH room, as they tend to do, into their cocoon, and Corey started practicing his speech.
I nominate you, Victor, you, Paul. Honestly, this has to be done. I expect you guys to do the same thing. Main reason being, I gotta put both of you up. You can't put each other down. I'd be forced to put Nicole up. And we all know she'd go home.
Don't say that.
2.
That was Victoria.
2, James kept me in this game. We've been working together a while now, so gotta stay loyal to him. 3, Vic, you said it yourself. Anyone sitting next to you, final 2, is gonna lose, and you get $500,000. So, gotta take my shot while I can.
What a great speech. A few hours later, he added something to it.
I'm here to play Big Brother, not Big Baby. Got to make the big move.
Are you going to use that line?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to bring up the big baby thing?
You want me to?
Do it.
Okay.
It hasn't been brought back.
When was it used?
I'm going to say it.
Did you like that when I spit that out before I was getting evicted?
Did you say that?
That's Nicole's signature.
Oh, is it?
That's Nicole's invention.
Oh,
Yeah,
no
bring
way.
it up. I swear to God.
Okay, I'll bring it up.
The first one who ever did that.
No way.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Did you see me do it?
I don't remember, honestly.
Oh yeah, I stood up. I was like sitting next to Victoria, and I just said, you guys, you need to quit playing Big Baby, start playing Big Brother, and make some big freaking game moves. Sat back down. Yeah.
Take your own advice, bitch.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good for you, Nicole.
You knew that.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, bring it, dude. Rewind, do it.
All right.
Her signature move that nobody, including her man.
Yeah, we all remember that famous signature Nicole move, right? Yeah, Big Baby. That's one to. What is we used to play the clip of Ian? Yeah, put that one in your Wikipedia. Okay.
The
Big
Nicole
Baby,
Wikipedia.
Nicole. Ugh.
Okay, Paul and Victor aren't dumb though. They kind of know what's. They have a clue. Victor's not. Yeah. He's Victor. One of the things I admire about him is he loyalty is a big thing to him, and he thinks that everything's still good. But Paul's a little bit smarter.
Yeah.
And so here they kind of talk about that.
Yeah, I feel like even if you did, it'd be stupid to do anything right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said to them, how are you going to beat them? It's you two versus Nicole.
Yeah, but in their mind, they're just hoping.
The veto, yeah. And it's but it's the same.
That they're hoping what we were talking about, That,
probably.
James goes up and James takes himself down and then one of them have to go home. But they wouldn't want to do that themselves straight up. Because then it'd be like they're the assholes.
Yeah.
So I'm just chilling.
Well, let's win that veto, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
I think we didn't talk about it earlier though. When the head of household competition was going on, towards the end, Paul was fixated on getting the stupid bigger scoop out, even though he had absolutely no shot. But it was like his one goal was to get the bigger scoop. And Victor was kind of like saying, maybe you ought to, concentrate on the other thing. And Paul got kind of snippy with it. But you knew Victor was watching and like, man, you're my heart. You're my hope here. I think Victor was worried even back then that he might go up.
Yeah, and Paul was kind of screwing up a little bit because he's putting butter in both of them.
Yeah,
he wasn't concentrating on one. That was
so
kind of.
There was a.
Well, this is where Paul's lack of knowledge of the game comes into play. Right, he's learned a little bit as far as in the house and socially, and as far as like making chess type moves. But when it comes to these physical comps, he should have seen this comp, 18 times as much as we have, and he hasn't. He had no idea what this was. He's never seen it before. He had no idea what to do. So this is where his ineptitude kind of comes into play over him falling asleep in his hotel room and not watching the season like he should have.
True.
So are we now of the theory that Paul hasn't watched? We all thought for a while there Paul's watched more than we thought, but maybe now we're thinking.
No, you guys thought that. I never thought that.
All right.
I never thought that. Nope. I think he's learned. There was a learning curve, and he's learned. He's a smart guy. He's not a dumb guy.
No. Yep.
Colette, I have a question for you.
Oh, okay.
So we have this person named Corey. Do you think that he could date one of the top models of the world?
No.
Do you think he could date a pop star?
No.
What if it was Justin Bieber? Could he date Justin Bieber? Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong way. Oh, sorry.
Do you think he could hook up with a Kardashian?
No.
Oh, well, Nicole doesn't.
And here's why. And I have no idea why you're asking these questions, but I will tell you why. Because he lacks charisma, which is what these people are drawn to. He lacks a personality.
Yes.
He doesn't have a sense of humor.
Yes.
He can't tell an interesting story. He has nothing to offer the world. He's unsuccessful. He has nothing promising in the future. I heard he wants to get into real estate but still be a bartender all at the same time.
Interesting.
Yeah, these are this guy's dreams, okay? Yeah, he's an idiot. He's a moron. Okay, a pretty face. He was a pretty face for, I want to say, maybe the first month, even though I hated him the second I heard him speak. But, and I've even said on the show, look, I'm not going to deny it. Yeah, he's a good-looking guy. But when somebody is really, really hot, but they're just so awful that they get uglier and uglier the more you hear them speak. Corey's getting goofier and dumber and goofier looking the more I listen to him.
Especially now that he's HOH, we have to actually listen to him talk, and he's not interesting at all.
No, he's just dumb all the time. And Nicole is the brains. I mean, I hate to say.
Oh God.
But Nicole is the brains of that relationship, and I guess she kind of does, in a way, maybe have a gift of letting Corey think that some of these things are his ideas and that he's bringing his ideas forth because, okay. Because I think Corey needs to believe that.
But Nicole does not agree with you when it comes to his ability to date famous people.
Well, of course she doesn't agree with me because I'm smart and a thinking, charismatic, personable person. Nicole's a fucking idiot.
True.
I take Nicole to a T Swift concert. We go backstage, get to meet her. I make out with her right in front of me.
I hope this makes. Put this on so he looks like a turd.
I'm kidding, obviously, Nicole.
Nope.
Seriously?
It's
a joke.
What if Chris Young wanted to kiss you?
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
Seriously? What?
What's that gonna do for me?
Don't be kiss you because you really like these.
I don't care about bragging rights about anything.
I mean, I don't know, but.
Yeah, you do.
That would be pretty badass if you said you kissed Taylor Swift.
Yeah, it would be.
Nobody would ever believe it until you
I kissed Taylor Swift, and I'm not bragging about it.
It's true.
I would believe it. I would believe Corey could marry her if he wanted to. I do. If he does get married to Taylor Swift, James, I told him he has to invite me to the wedding and have a peanut butter fountain.
Is it better?
Instead of a chocolate fountain?
Oh, dude, I'll sit in there with you. I'll be right there.
Taylor Swift could do that.
I'm going, bro.
They could do. They would have the coolest
you think I'm
wedding
lying as well.
ever. Like you would literally have any weird cool thing. Like it'd be there.
A peanut butter fountain.
Taylor Swift has dated a Kennedy, one of the hottest British actors around now, a brilliant guitarist. I mean, these are like people that are talented, you know, like that have made their mark in the world. And she thinks that Taylor Swift is going to go out with Corey
and marry her. Who knows?
Oh my God!
Taylor Swift may write an album about Corey from Big Brother.
Yeah.
Oh, God. She's so ridiculous. Okay, so finally we had the nominations. The nomination ceremony was like 10 minutes. The feeds were barely down. So, of course, they were Victor and Paul.
Yeah.
And here is their reaction right afterwards.
Told you.
Yeah, it is what it is, man.
Told you. Sorry I lost that comp, bro. I did my best.
I told you this would happen.
Did my best, man.
Hey, it is what it is. Now we just got a veto to play. Hopefully one of us gets it.
Good luck, homie. Hopefully one of us gets it.
Sitting ducks for life, bro.
I don't want to be sitting next to you, bro.
I do not want to be sitting next to you. Wreak havoc?
Nah.
No?
Not worth it.
Not making them feel uncomfortable? Nothing?
They already feel uncomfortable. Homie looked like he was about to cry. So.
Well, I'm not going to be as friendly.
Bro. It's all right. It's all good. I mean, valid point.
No,
if anyone, I'm not going to be friendly to James.
Well, it's legit. Like, I would have not put them up like that, you know?
You can tell them that. You could say that to them. I wouldn't have done that to you, but...
I really wouldn't have. I don't want to go to Ubley anymore.
Oh, come on, Vic. Let it go. It's all good.
Nah, because I could have just legit done that last week, you know?
You could have, but you didn't. I told you some people play this game without giving a fuck.
Yeah, I guess.
It's all right, bro. We fucking... It's because they're scared. It's because they know we're the best players.
Legit, dog.
It's a good feeling. I'm going to have to admit, as much as I don't want either of them to leave, it was the good move. I hate to give Corey and Nicole any credit.
But that's interesting, though, how when Victor said wreak havoc and Paul's like, no, man. Like, think about every other week. Paul's like, I'm going to go shit on them. I'm going to go totally shit on them, make them miserable, blah, blah, right? Yep. That's his reaction after every nomination ceremony. But now, no, he's tiptoeing on eggshells because it could be either him or Victor. So he does not want to tip it to be towards him. So he's going to be Mr. Nice Guy now. So his best good friend, Victor's going to go home instead.
It's interesting that you say that.
That's what he's doing right there.
Yes. That's a perfect lead into our next clip because after...
Fascinating. This is the first time I'm hearing any of these clips. By the way. Seriously.
After they had cooled down a little bit, Paul decided... Victor and Paul decided that Paul is going to go upstairs and talk to them. Well, Paul does, if you listen to what he's saying. He's kind of keeping the door open for working together after Victor is gone.
My question is, I get it, strategic move. Victor, great competitor. Right. I'm not a terrible competitor. I 1,000,000% understand that.
Yeah.
But I'm curious in the sense that, so assuming James stays, right? Mm-hmm. Well, James stays, right? Then there is one of us that are going to remain.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I don't, like... Let's say for your game perspective, it makes more sense to have, because at the 4, the outcome would have been the same, no? Like, that's where I'm just trying to, like, understand it.
No, so let's say that you and Victor are still here.
Right.
Y'all be playing Nicole, okay?
Right.
And, I mean, no offense, Nicole's good, but, like, one of y'all's going to win HOH.
Right, but then there's the veto.
Right, and then there's the veto, which, playing both you guys in the veto... My odds of winning down here. having one of you guys here, my odds of winning up here.
So I'm just curious. I like spitballing
I think
ideas.
so. Okay, so the reason when he thought about it was like, if he put like James and you up or James and Vic up, Vic pulls you down,
And then you have to go up. I know, and then
my
it's in
fate's in your guys' hands.
right.
It's not that we didn't trust you 100%,
I know, but it's scary.
tempting. It's tempting
Yeah,
to
like
split
y'all
up.
could easily.
See, okay.
So that's
I don't get to
mainly
play in the HOH. Then
the
it's
thing that
y'all.
they wanted.
Right,
That's
I'm
mainly
right.
the
Literally.
avoid. That's mainly the thing that
Which would have been a
wanting to
smart
be
move by y'all if y'all
I
voted
love
her
no
out.
one's paying attention to Nicole.
I mean, I don't want to sit here and say we wouldn't have done that because of course, I'm going to say we wouldn't have done that, but that means nothing because that situation never existed. But I mean, the only reason I see things game-wise, I'm not mad. I know if one of us goes, like, I'm not going to hold, I don't fucking care. But he plays emotionally. He's sad. I really get it. You might have to explain it to him, but I get it. And I'm not mad. My just line of thinking here is, like, the only thing that he said so far a lot is, like, I wouldn't have done that to them. I was like, dude, it doesn't.
I would have expected him to do that, though, is the thing. 100%.
I think that's why he's so bummed is because he was very, and he's like, dude,
And
I
it's
thought.
different. Him putting us up is different.
What do you
Because it's me and Nicole, like.
Yeah, it's not different.
No, it's not different at all.
It's not different. And if I would have made that clip longer, he was asking, how is it different? And Corey doesn't really have an answer to it. But according to him, it is different. But did you catch there that he was kind of like keeping the door open for the two?
Yeah, well, he's smart. He's playing the smart game. That's how you got to play it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and to what you said a little bit earlier before that was, these nominations are the smart ones. I said earlier, or said yesterday, I said, it does suck when a house guest doesn't play the game the way you want them to, and of course we wanted Corey to suddenly decide, you know what, I want Nicole out and carry through on that whole joke that he was making about the executives being back. But in reality, that wasn't happening. It just Corey's he's staying with Nicole. It's a smart play all the way around.
He perfectly explained it there. That if any other move, putting James up with one of them, could have led to Nicole having to be up.
Right. Oh yeah, that's right. This was the only. If you want Paul or Victor out, you have to put both of them up this time. There was no other way for that to work. The votes. It had to be done this way. Sucks for I would say the majority of the viewers, although there are some Nicole fans that are just jumping through hoops and happy as can be that Nicole is probably going to make the final three at this point.
I can't believe she has fans.
I can't
She does. Scott and I can
Okay,
both
so wait,
attest
I have
to
a
it.
question. I have a question for you two guys. Do you think, let's say we have a Corey and Nicole final two, do you think that Corey thinks he can beat Nicole?
Yes.
Probably.
Yes.
Well, actually, wait a minute. Let me think about that jury.
But it's
Because
a lot of women.
Michelle's not going to vote for her. Michelle's the one woman that will not vote for her to win. Michelle will vote for anybody over Nicole.
Okay.
And then the guy, Polly's definitely going to vote for Corey. I don't know. Dave,
Dave's
James.
interview segment the other night put her on the fence. She was kind of given that.
Corey, actually, and Paulie
You think
said,
Davon
my
could
girl
really vote
Nicole.
for Corey to win?
What's that? Davon for Corey?
Davon vote for Corey to win?
I think Davon is kind of she's a wild card.
Yeah, that would be an interesting final two. Okay, I mean, I don't want to go through all the jury votes right now because we'd have to think about it and take a lot of time. But do you think Corey thinks that he could beat Nicole in a final two, and that's why he's content to have this happen?
I think he feels more comfortable being up against James as a final two.
I don't think Corey's considered it. That's asking a lot.
I think Corey thinks he can beat Nicole because if you think back to the executives and all that and all those plans pre the blow up of Paulie, it was all Corey with all of his bros, right? And Corey was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna dump Nicole whenever. I have no problem getting rid of Nicole." Remember when he used to say that all the time? Yeah, I'll get rid of her when the time's right. But it turned out all of his bros just kind of fell like dominoes all around him, and he's like, "Oh shit!" So he has no other choice but to be with Nicole. So yeah, I think that he thinks he's got a really great chance of beating her in final two.
I think you might be onto something.
I don't think he will. I'm not saying that he will. I as much as I hate Corey, I hate Nicole even more. So I want anybody to win but Nicole.
Yes, same here.
Anybody next to Nicole.
I don't want James to win either, though.
No, but over Nicole?
I don't want either of them to win.
Well, no, me either. But okay, Mike, James, Nicole, final two. You pick one.
Oh, James. Yeah, I don't want
There
Nicole
you
to
go.
win.
That would be the worst final two in history.
Oh God! Oh my God! That would be awful. That bit. You know what? James would be upset because he'd rather have that 25.
Yes,
games.
he would. He wants two
Right?
things. He wants the title of the best wall person, and a two-time America's Favorite Player winner.
Which doesn't count for anything. You don't get a plaque for it. You don't go down in history. It's not. There's not a.
Oh, he'd be the first time, two-time.
There's not a Wikipedia page for. You know what? The best Big Brother wall player
But
ever. No, it
First
doesn't
time,
exist.
two-time America's favorite player, though.
Also, the first person to be dumped by
Two-time sucker
Yeah.
victim of the succubus. A. Meg. B.
Oh, Scott,
There you
you were going to say the first male dumped twice because Nicole's going to be the first female dumped twice.
Oh, that's a valid point. That's a valid point.
They're both going to walk out with that award.
That's funny. Okay, so and it should be pointed out that a little bit later, Victor did finally come upstairs, and I didn't grab a clip of that because it was basically the same, except for Victor didn't hint that he wanted to work with them anymore. It was kind of the same thing. You know, Corey explained why. No reason to play it. But of course, Nicole can't go a conversation without having something to whine about. And of course, she doesn't like how Victor reacted to being nominated.
I don't like that he said that he wishes that he would have worked with James and Natalie. That stuff bugs me because it's like, really? Dude, I don't feel good. I'm just gonna chill up here. And this is harder than I ever thought.
Oh no.
I never to make Final Five and then
I didn't even do it.
and it's exactly as if I did do it, you know?
Life is
Because
hard.
anyone in their right mind would have made that move.
Oh, I agree. I'd be like, and their reason, they'd be like, why didn't you do that movie? You'd be like, because I wanted to stay loyal. And it's like, since when does staying loyal make you win Big Brother? Never. We've stayed loyal for a long time. We stayed as loyal until we could. Had to.
Yeah.
We stayed as loyal for as long as we could.
You're so feisty, Nicole. And who have you been loyal to?
She switches loyalties every
We've been
week.
loyal to somebody
Every
each week.
week she switches a side.
Yes. Think of the last 3 weeks. First, it was
Yeah.
Final Four with Natalie and James. Then it was Final Four with Paul and Victor.
And
now it's James back. God. Oh, she's so full of shit. Okay, back to silliness. James, trying to be a bro again, talking about how he loves young women. I didn't include the part where he talks about how the age of consent. He was all excited because some states have the age of consent being 17.
Oh, great, James.
No, there's dude, I constantly have to fight 20, 19, 20, 21, 22-year-olds.
Yeah. Does anybody believe that?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
No, this is him having a bro conversation with Corey.
Yes. Okay.
And I actually read about this conversation. He was saying, there are girls, and that once they're in a bar, you
Yep,
assume
I
they're
got more.
21, but then, oh, are you gonna play a clip?
Yeah, I paused.
Oh, okay,
Really?
sorry.
Off. Because they're just like too young for me, man. And they swear up and down. The first thing I say when they're like, yeah, I'm 22 or I'm 21, I'm like, oh, like trouble. Yeah, I'm like, it's a good thing in one way, but bad in the other way. Like,
Yeah.
I tell them, I'm like, I'm 32. I'm not really trying to play games, and they're like, oh, I'm really mature for my age, and I'm like, oh, you haven't even hit 23, 24.
Right when you hear that, you're like,
Yeah,
I'm really mature for my age.
That is the bad thing about where I stay at the college.
Wichita Falls.
Yeah, Wichita Falls. There's MSU Mustangs, and they have the sororities there. They have orientation every season. New semester, and
He knows the date he shows up to the bar. They're all going out tonight. Hey, what's up, ladies?
oh man, dude, it's crazy because I'll go to Lone Star, there's a country bar down there, and all the sororities will be there lined up. They'll have sorority night with the fraternity and sorority. They paid to lock the bar out,
Yeah.
just so it's them. They're like their summer going away bash, and man, the girls come up in like Daisy Dukes, like bright neon, just tanks, just like beautiful, man, and
full swatting them left and right. Get on.
yeah, I'm just like, oh, I'm not gonna lie, like I flirt with a lot of them.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, they're 21, they gotta be 21 to get in at least. So I'm like, oh.
Fake IDs.
Yeah, I was gonna say fake IDs.
Hey, that ain't on me. They got fake IDs, man.
Yeah, it isn't. If they present you one.
I mean, that's like false information, man.
James, that does not stand up in a court of law.
Now we've got it on tape, James.
That does not stand up in a court of law.
No, but you know what? Like, I've always wondered about, like, if you're a guy and you're out at a bar and you got to be 21 to get in, and you flirt with a girl and you hook up with a girl and you take her back to I feel like it's not your fault if she turned out to use a fake ID and turns out she's 16. How the fuck are you supposed to know?
I know that there.
And I'm a girl, and I think that's.
I don't know. Happily, I'll never find out.
I know that there are people that have been convicted on that exact same thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and obviously the girls shouldn't do this, but like I don't know. I mean, I've hooked up with guys. No guy's ever said, "Can I see your ID to check how old you are?" Nobody has ever said that. If I'm 16 and I have done this when I was 16, I've snuck into bars.
Sure,
you know what I mean? I feel like it's not the guy's fault if I fooled him.
5 or 6 years ago, you were running around in bars.
Oh, Mike, I love you. But wait, so the other part of this is I also feel like this is, okay, Natalie's gone, right? And what has James been the entire time Natalie was in the house? He's been a useless slug, just lying in a bed next to her.
Lovesick puppy.
Doing her bidding, not socializing with anybody. So this is James finally socializing with the bros, right? So he's telling stories that he thinks that Corey and Victor are going to like.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
agree.
True.
Yeah.
And think about it. Corey and Victor, what do? They love these stories. They like to hear about what's going to happen when we get out of the house. We're going to be famous now. The girls are going to be all over us. So this is what James is. I feel like a little bit of this is just James. I'm not saying it's gameplay. I feel it's just like, okay, Natalie's finally gone. I need to kind of make friends with these guys, you know, because I don't think he's a loner. I think he does need some sort of a social life in a way, and game aside.
He's flashing back to his military days and his prison break room days where he can tell some stories and
yeah. I just feel like it's finally he's free and he can bond with the bros a little bit. That's what I feel like a lot of that was.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
That storytelling stuff, because you know you heard the guys, and then if a guy's going to listen to it and then like be like, really tell us more, that it only encourages James some more to tell more. So then he gets in it. Yeah. So yeah, I feel like it's a little social game there.
I just hope he's done with his pranks.
It's been done. He's been done.
I pray he's done with his pranks. Okay, we're going to finish up Thursday once again. A very early night. Thank God.
Thursday?
No, Friday. I'm sorry, Friday.
God, I was going to kill you.
Yeah, Victor and Paul were downstairs in the living room area, and it was mainly Victor was practicing his eviction speech. They were having a lot of fun with it. And this is the best part of that conversation.
Corey should have given you the nickname of a snake charmer for obvious reasons.
Corey, I should have called you a snake charmer this whole season because you've been charming somebody.
Surprised you don't have a flute in a basket with you at all.
The more impressive part is that you don't carry a flute with you at all times.
Keep her under control.
I want this to make TV, but I bet it doesn't.
No, that won't.
I bet it doesn't.
And they won't even, you know, Corey and Nicole, the dumb idiots, they won't even understand the reference.
No. But in case our listeners don't get it either, it's a callback to Michelle calling Nicole a snake more than once.
Yeah. Yep. Well, it's been left online.
Then, I'm just talking about, like, think about what a snake charmer does. They sit there, and the snake comes out of the basket, and they play the pipe or whatever they're playing.
Yep. And it's kind of hypnotized, and it's goes back and forth.
And then,
Those are the moments of Victor and Paul that I enjoy.
Yep.
Okay, so we're almost done here because we are now on Saturday, today.
Right.
Everybody slept in well past noon.
Lights on, still sleeping.
The only people that got up, and this was afternoon, was Nicole and Corey. And they spent about an hour studying the picture wall because they were convinced that the POV was going to be the face morph thing.
Yep.
And right after that, we got Fish. Everybody was sleeping when it went to Fish, which was interesting.
Wake 'em up.
Fish at 1:15. POV ended, and the feeds came back at 6:22. In other words, 38 minutes before we went on the air.
Right.
It was the comic book competition where they swing on a rope and look at the comics, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a comic book competition.
Everybody knows what that means.
If you don't know, then you'll see it on Sunday.
Sadly.
Yes, go ahead.
Nicole won. Nicole won.
Bum, bum, ba-dum,
And we'll go through real quickly some of the things that were said on the feeds when they came back on.
Corey's, that means bye bye Victor for those
yes,
of you that
exactly. Corey's comic apparently had an illustration of Nicole's butt and Corey as a missile with the caption, "Kiss your ass goodbye." I don't know.
So does that mean he's going to ass rape her?
Who knows? Who knows?
That's the first thing I thought.
Yeah. Nicole. Well, Corey didn't like that comic because Nicole was included on it. So Nicole got mad. She says,
I thought Nicole asked Corey if he was mad about it, and Corey said
no. It starts off that Nicole is mad that Corey didn't like that Nicole was in his comic, whereas everybody else, their comics were all themselves.
Okay, there's your hint, Nicole. There's your hint right there. If you needed a 1016th hint, that's it.
Yeah, so she started whining that him not being happy with that is like he's offended to be in a showmance with her.
And he is.
Yes.
Offended. But
and so her point was, I would have loved it if you were in my comic. And Corey was like, yeah. Nicole then said, the way you said it out there, they are going to air. Why are you even in mine?
No, they won't because CBS likes them as a couple and is trying to milk them as a couple. And
they are. Oh, God, they won't.
So actually, no, they won't do that.
Yes.
They would do that for other couples that were like kind of not real, but no, they are dying to make Nicole and Corey real. They won't show that.
Yep.
I hope they do.
They're begging to make Nicole. They want Nicole and Corey to be real for so badly. And
yeah. Frank's comment was about he'll whoop your ass. Literally, Paul thinks that's a throwback to the whole Devon incident.
Yeah, we played it in our opening.
Yes.
Slap me in the ass.
Tiffany's comic was Emotional Wrecking Ball or something of that sort. Paul's comic was Motor Mouth, and his power was his ability to hurt people's ears. That's pretty good. James was a complete failure at this competition. Shocker! He maxed out at 35 minutes, just like Victoria did in Big Brother 16.
So there's your answer.
What his comic was?
What?
We know what his comic was?
No, I didn't see that at all on on any of the things.
But the 30, there's where people ask why it took so long. Well, James took 35 minutes, and that doesn't include the prep time and all that other stuff.
Oh yeah, and then they got to reset.
Yeah, and they were sleeping when they called them.
And everyone has to get dressed, and they got to get put. I mean, yeah, it literally takes probably over an hour just before the goddamn thing starts.
Yep. Right. Yep.
So yeah.
Okay.
I get why it's always so long.
So that catches us up, and I think we all know that because Nicole won, noms are going to stay the same.
The power veto.
And so Victor will be the one going, taped on Monday, shown on Tuesday.
Right. And then the next thing is the next head of household, which I wanted to point out that, remember, when it gets down to this point, actually in this particular head of household, all head of household gets you is immunity. It's the power veto winner in the next one that actually gets to decide who goes.
Who becomes final three.
Right. Unless the head of household also wins the power veto, the power veto winner ends up to be the only person casting the vote to evict, and they get to pick between the other two. Just understand that power veto is more important than head of household in this next.
And the nominations don't matter either.
Right, because they're just forced nominations. That's how it happens. There's only 4 people left.
Yep. All right. So next week we will be back for our season 18 finale before the other season intro begins.
Yeah, but yes.
And we still don't know if we're taking a week off in between.
Right.
They haven't released who the people will be or anything yet.
Yeah.
Oh, so we don't have any info.
I like the promos that they've been doing for the Big Brother Over the Top because it seems a bit irreverent and fun. I'm hoping that carries through to the actual show.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's lighter than.
I do too. So let's do our plugs and get the fuck out of here. Colette, you go first.
Okay, on Twitter at Colette Lala, ColetteLala. As most of you guys know, I've been in California for a week already. I'm here for another week. I'm doing a lot of hiking and exploring all kinds of cool stuff, and I'm posting tons of pictures on Instagram. I'm only posting a couple on Facebook and Twitter, so if you just follow me there, you're not getting the full experience.
The full Lala experience.
Right, you can follow me on Instagram. My name is Colette Lala, but a caveat, I will not accept you until you contact me and tell me who you are. Send me either a Facebook message, a Twitter message, or you can even message me on Instagram. Just be like, hey, listen on the podcast, blah, 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 whatever. Just need to know you exist, okay? And I'll accept you. If you have any Amazon shopping to do, kindly go to ColetteLala.com. Click on any of the Amazon links to get there, and then do your Amazon shopping after that. That would be great. I think that's it. That's it, right? Yeah, that's it.
All right, Mike.
Sure. You can follow me at BBGOSSIP on Twitter. Of course, BigBrotherGossip.com if you're looking for other stuff. Scott does a weekly or a show every recap. For Colette and myself, if you are going to sign up, there are still people that are looking for the fall show. We're not endorsing it. Don't get mad at us if you aren't happy with the results. But if you're going to sign up, please sign up through one of our sites, either ColetteLala.com or BigBrotherGossip.com, and you can use the code FALLACCESS through the 16th of this month. That'll get you 1 month free. And that will carry you through the end of this season and in the beginning of the next season. But again, don't be mad at us if they're blocking things that they said they wouldn't. It's not our fault. We're just, promoting it. Other than that, hey, thank you for everybody for listening. Keep leaving your reviews on iTunes. Listen to it 3 or 4 times. Do all that great stuff. We appreciate it. We got up to number 7 last week, Scott. Is that where we were?
Twice.
We went higher.
We went 7, then 8, then 7.
Yeah, we bounce around. We appreciate it. When we're doing our shows, we seem to be up in the high levels on the TV and film on iTunes. So we appreciate everybody listening. Thank you, guys.
All right, my credits are Big Brother Gossip on Twitter, BigBrotherGossip. Yep, there's an E missing. We also have a Facebook page, Big Brother Gossip on Facebook. Like us, join us, whatever. And don't forget, Wednesday afternoon, those on patreon.com/BigBrotherGossip get to hear Day Drinking with Scott and Colette, where we have some daytime cocktails and talk about Bravo shows, which are always fun. Also, ScottHudson.blogspot.com for my music podcast. And with that, we're done, right? Anything else?
Nope. Thanks, everybody.
What are you looking at? You're giving me weird eyes.
No, I'm not.
Oh.